So I was in bed and then I get the email and it says that you have been accepted into medical school. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anisha and today we're talking goals, but goals of 2018. I just wanted to reflect on my goals of last year to kind of see what was accomplished, to be grateful for all those accomplishments, and then take those accomplishments moving forward into the goals that I want to set for 2019. And I just want to share that with all of you because this is about to be a journey and I'm just trying to hold myself accountable. I want to do what I say I'm going to do because you only live once. I'm about to be 25 this year and I just want to live a life where I'm living purposefully and intentionally, and the things that I'm doing are with intention, and I'm grateful for each thing when it is accomplished and when that goal finally does get reached. I just want to reflect in that, be grateful for that, and then continue to move forward and continue to do big poppin' things. So last year was a struggle, and I just want to recap on all the moments that led up to me getting into medical school, which was the ultimate goal of last year. The purpose of last year was to be a little selfish and kind of focus on myself and do what I needed to do, and I was able to do that. But even after a whole bunch of hardships, just making it through 2018, which was like the year of, half the year was still like planting the seed, and the other half of the year was just harvesting everything that I had planted for the past like 3 years, and then it came to pass, which is crazy. So I'm just gonna talk about that a little bit. Okay, let's not make it weird. Yeah. So the beginning of 2018, I was just like, bro, I do not have the energy for this. So I was taking 5 classes in my post-bac program, which was just me taking like more upper level courses to add to my science GPA in order to become a better applicant for medical school. And so I was taking those classes, I was working in the lab, blah blah blah, doing all those things. And honestly, like, it was not the strength of me, it was the strength of God, but I was able to finish my post-bac that semester with a 4.0, which I'm really proud of, because undergrad was trying times. We could talk about that later, but they really taught you how to be resilient. Resilience was what I learned from my undergrad university, because they're not playing games. No games were played. So after, kind of in the midst of doing the post-bac program, I started studying for my MCAT, which was a test I was not trying to take, but how else do you get into medical school? There's no way. So I was studying, I was stressed, it was fine. I was able to take time off of work, study for my MCAT, take my MCAT once, thank God, get the score I needed, thank God, and keep it moving. I finessed so many study materials. Like, if you have friends, just share accounts, share whatever resources you have, because there's no point in keeping it to yourself. I think it's better to support each other than to kind of like hoard all of the material. So me and my friends shared most of our materials. Like, I got Next Step, Kaplan, like so many things for free, so we thank God. But after MCATs, I applied to medical school. I applied a little, I would say on the later side. I applied in August, but I had a whole bunch of other things going on that summer, like a death in the family, and just other things that I had to do. Had to figure out what I was doing for the year from 2008, the academic year, 2018 to 2019. So I had to apply to programs and like figure out what I was doing. So it was that was a hectic time. So applied to school, then started doing secondaries for medical school applications, blah blah blah. And then I started a graduate program, so I applied to this special master's program where you get a master's degree in biomedical science. So basically you're doing research, you're taking some upper level classes, and the beautiful thing about the program is you can stay for 1 year and you get a certificate, or you can stay for 2 years and get a master's. So my plan was to apply to medical school. If I got in, stay for 1 year, then start medical school 2019 this year. Or if I didn't get into medical school, continue through the program and get my master's, and then apply next year for fall of 2020. So I had everything laid out. So I started working, I started continuing in my lab. So the lab that I was working in was prostate cancer lab, and so it was bench research, so I continued doing that. I was taking some graduate level classes, and yeah, it wasn't too stressful. And then I started interviewing for school. So praise God, I got a few interviews, and I got an interview from one school that I really wanted to go to, like #1 choice. Like if I get in, it's a wrap for everybody else. So I got that interview. I went on that interview. I was freaking out, like freaking out. But you know, we made it through. I think the best advice that anyone gave me during interview season was to just be yourself. You don't want to go somewhere that doesn't accept you as a person, who doesn't, like a school that doesn't align with your views and where you don't feel comfortable. So best advice I got was to be myself, which I did, and I was so grateful. And then they told me, wait a month, we'll see what happens. We'll let you know our decision in a month. So a month passes. So this is like right after Thanksgiving, and I'm waiting to hear, and I'm just like, they're waiting till the last minute. I wanted, like, did I get in? I can't take the stress anymore. Every time I open my email, I was like, oh my gosh, is it them? And every time it wasn't, I was like, I can't do this. So one day I was sick. I stayed home from work, and I knew, like, it was either that day or the next day that I would be finding out, like, if I got in or not. And so I was in bed, and then I get the email, and it says that you have been accepted into medical school. And it was just a weight off of my shoulders. It was just, honestly, in that moment, it wasn't hard to believe because I worked really hard for it, but it was just like, is this really happening right now? Because after having the goal for so long and then it being accomplished, it was just like, wow, this is unreal. This is unreal. So my year was kind of complete. Beginning of the year, stressing about medical school, am I gonna get in? What's gonna happen? And then by the end of the year, having accomplished that goal and going into next year, kind of knowing, it was kind of like the big reveal of how, like, what the future would hold. So that was exciting. And yeah, so I kind of want to use this YouTube channel to kind of just like go through my experience as I'm preparing for medical school, which starts in August, and just share like what I'm trying to do in order to prepare myself, like mentally and physically, and just, you know, because it's a marathon. So I just want to share my pre-medical school experience for the next, when is August 8th, for the next 7 months, and then also share my experience in school and beyond. So hopefully you can see my experience in school, my personal experience, things that are happening in life in general, because I'm a human being, one complete person. I'm not just medicine, I'm all these other things. So I want to share all those aspects with you, hopefully through this channel, and hopefully you guys will enjoy my perspective, my weird personality, and all of those good things that are to come. Let me know what amazing things you guys accomplished in 2018, and hopefully we can continue this journey on into 2019 and just live our best lives. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I hear that's what you should do if you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you guys soon.